It's now Saturday and I have started planting for spring. So I started some new seedlings. This year I'm going to be growing Yellow Monster again, the Chinese Giant, the Cubanelle. This one, if you let it turn red, tastes really good and sweet. I don't really like it green or yellow, so that's just my perspective on it. The Padron. So I was going back and forth between growing the Padron versus the Shishito, and basically the Shishito and Padron are very closely related. I think the Padron's just hotter than the Shishito. So I decided to grow the Padron because I think that its native environment, Spain, is closer to the environment here in San Diego than Shishito, the Japanese pepper. This one here is the Peperone di Cuneo. So I grew this one last year. I didn't have much success with it, but the few peppers that I did get off of it were very good and excellent thick walls, good size, about 2 inches wide, and looked really great for stuffing, so I'll try it again. This is the Manganji, and this pepper actually grew really well in the yard. It's just that it took so long to grow late in the season that it got cold before it could finish fruiting. So I'm going to try to plant it earlier this year and see if I can get some of these peppers again. These peppers are sweet and hot. I'm going to try the Jimmy Nardello this year. Everybody seems to think that Jimmy Nardello is the greatest pepper ever, so I'll give it a try and see how I like it. And then the Sweet Spanish. This one is like a Anaheim pepper, but no heat. And the Cabernet Hybrid, which is a long bell pepper. I also started some seeds using seeds that I saved. So I planted in Anaheim, I believe, a hot cherry pepper variety, and some seeds that I collected from the grocery store, bell peppers. And then, so next I'll talk about the herbs that I'm planting. So I've decided to turn my front yard into a herb and tea garden. And so I'm working now on figuring out which plants I'll plant. And once I have that all figured out, I'll go ahead and show what seeds I'm planting. So the first herb that I've decided I definitely must grow is this golden lemon balm. So I have lemon balm in my backyard. I haven't figured out what to do with it, but it smells so nice. So I figured for decorative purposes, I'd go ahead and plant this golden lemon balm so I could have both the green and this yellow variety. This one is cardinal basil, and this is a very nice plant. I had it in my yard a couple years ago, and basically it grows into a nice 2 to 3 foot round hedge with these beautiful maroon clusters of flowers on it. So I'm looking forward to putting these in the front yard again and having the bees, just all over it, and the wonderful smell that comes from these flowers. So, and also cardinal basil is good for cooking. I highly recommend it if you want a pretty shrub. The only problem is that it doesn't like the cold, and so it dies off in the winter. Once it starts getting below about 40 degrees at night, it just slowly dies off. But anyhow, this is cardinal basil. This herb is new to me. It's called anise hyssop, and it sounds like it's a lovely plant. It smells like anise, which I guess is a licorice flavor. It says it makes a wonderful tea. I love purple flowers, so I'm hoping that I will get a nice bush out of this, or a couple bushes actually. It says it's going to turn into a 2 foot tall shrub, so I think that'll look nice in my front yard. So I have no idea how it's going to do in my yard, though, because it says it's a sweet strain from Montana, and Montana is, not exactly like Southern California. So I wonder if this plant will burn up in the heat during the summer. So I think I'll try putting it in a shady place and hope for the best. This is another variety of hyssop called Golden Jubilee, and it sounds like it's from Korea. Again, I like these beautiful purple flowers, and I think the bees and hummingbirds will like it too. So I think it would be a nice addition to my front yard. We'll see how it grows though. Again, I probably might put this in a place that has partial shade, since it doesn't sound like it's really a desert plant, but we'll see. So this is called Texas Hummingbird Mint, or Heather Queen. I'm excited about this one because it has little flowers that look perfect for the hummingbirds. They love these little trumpet flowers. We have a plant like that has trumpet flowers like this that's red that the hummingbirds absolutely love. So this one, again, you can make tea out of it. And it says that it also makes mosquito repelling oil. So that's very interesting. And I'd like to know if I can make that myself. So anyhow, I'm pretty excited about this one. Again, this is called Texas Hummingbird Mint, or Heather Queen. This one is called Rose Mint. And again, I'm growing this for the hummingbirds and for tea. And it's supposed to have a rosy minty flavor. So I'm pretty excited about this, plus lovely pink flowers. That'll look nice in the front yard. So it should be another one of these plants that makes a nice little bush. So let's see how it goes. Another plant that's new to me that I'm trying this year is this jelly melon called Kiwano. Supposedly it's got a citrus taste, so we'll see. It looks kind of gnarly with the spikes and all, but that should be fun growing in the garden, having my husband ask, what is that? So we'll see if it grows in my garden well. Cucumbers I tend to have a hard time with, probably because I'm not putting them in the right place in my garden. So I've decided to try the other side of the yard for cucumbers this year, so maybe I'll get a better result. This is tetradill. I've grown dill in the past, but the kind of dill I grew is like the dill you see in the wild here in Southern California. It's not very attractive. It's kind of tall and sparse, and then it'll have this big head of little yellow flowers, just kind of gangly and sticking out above the skinny plant. So I'm hoping that this tetradill will be more attractive and also provide me with enough dill to actually cook with. So the plants I'm currently growing, even though they grow about 4 or 5 feet tall, they're so sparse that there's not enough dill to cook with. So wish me luck with this one.